We found in our survey, I think it was 18%, but 18% of women said that their primary emotion after sex, 18% of evangelical women said their primary emotion after sex was feeling used. So for those women,
Mm,
they would have felt more connected had they not had sex. So this idea that sex is automatically connecting is simply untrue. Quality of sex matters. And I love this comment by Annie.
yeah, and
I want to ask all evangelical men the question, why in the world would you want to have an intimate experience with someone who is not into it? Like, why would you want to experience that? What about coercion feels good to you? Yeah. And
well,
I,
it's power, right?
mhm,
That's part of it, and
mhm.
valuing orgasm over true intimacy.
Yeah. 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 And I think combining that, because there's also an emotional immaturity aspect to it. So you have the
Right.
group that is really into power, but then you have the group, and this is the group that bothers me, especially because I think the people who are about power would have been like that regardless. Like
Mm,
whether they read the Every Man's Battle books or whether they read Love and Respect, they still would have been about power.
yeah.
But there's also this group of evangelical men who are just really emotionally immature. And had they not read these books, they may not have had these dynamics in their marriage. And that's what makes me so angry because I don't think
Mm,
the people that are just into power, they're going to do it regardless and they might use the books to justify it,
yeah.
but they would have done it anyway. But then you have these emotionally immature men who don't know how to connect, who don't know how to be vulnerable with people, who, started masturbating at age 13 to porn, and that's the way they dealt with rejection and
Mhm.
boredom, etc. And they got married thinking that marriage would cure it, and it doesn't.
Right.
And they feel like, well, God gave me my wife so that she could be my lawful sexual outlet, and it's godly to use my wife. It's much godlier to use my wife than to use porn. And so, they're actually hurting their wife, but they think they're being godly.